everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is the cancellation of Lisa Rinna, it's been going on for like the past 6 months, but I digress. But before we dive in, you guys know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. Check out the description box below, grab some goodies, and shop our rhobh collection. Go ahead, shop the collection, and treat yourself. So with that, let's dive right on in. So apparently, Lisa Rinna is clapping back at Kathy Hilton and her supporters. So according to Reality Blurb, this is Lisa Rinna's reaction to being accused of fabricating Kathy's meltdown on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And then she shares a quote about being canceled. So I'll put up here, these are the quotes, and then I'll read them in the article for you guys, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, let's go. It says, on a dramatic episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Lisa Rinna accused Kathy Hilton of acting out in a screaming rage, which allegedly gave Lisa PTSD. According to Lisa's story, Kathy said she'd take down Bravo and effing ruin you all. However, after the episode aired, fans became skeptical of Lisa's story and suggested she fabricated the details. Eventually, Kathy herself hinted that Lisa was trying to save her own job. We'll talk about that in another video, you guys. Just put a pin in it. Lisa recently took to Instagram and reacted to the accusations. The star shared a post from a fan who stated via Queens of Bravo, "How can anyone actually believe that at Lisa Rinna fabricated Kathy's tirade about Kyle when they feuded most of their adult lives and have gone through years of not speaking with each other?" The fan then referenced Kathy's daughter Paris Hilton's claim that she was placed in a psychiatric youth treatment center. Kathy even had her own daughter carted off in the middle of the night, ripped out of bed in her nightgown by strange men to be taken to rehab, said the user, who was spotlighted by Lisa. You think a woman like that, like Kathy, isn't capable of a rageful meltdown? We've already seen her do variations of this meltdown for decades. What is there to debate? And that is what is in the screen with Lisa Rinna. Okay. Now, it goes on to say, on the same day, Lisa posted a cryptic post about getting canceled. The quote says, "The coolest thing to get canceled for," read the quote, shared via Lisa's Instagram, "is for speaking the truth." The quote sparked rumors that the 59-year-old is getting fired from the show. At one point, Lisa compared herself to a cockroach, claiming you can't get rid of her. Later, however, the actress allegedly deleted posts from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and wrote to a fan, "I'm so sorry I have to block you now. I can't see any more housewife stuff. I just have to get you out of my life." Okay, so that was the article. These were the posts, and now let's talk about it. A couple of things, guys, a couple of things. Number one, who should I drag first? The person who posted that thing about Kathy or Lisa Rinna? Let me drag the fan first. Okay, so it boggles my mind. I'm going to give this fan the benefit of the doubt that the fan does not know about the alleged racist and homophobic smear campaign that allegedly Lisa Rinna set into motion. You know, even as recent as the other day, I just did a story on how, you know, Lisa Rinna's team, or Lisa Rinna herself, Lisa Rinna camp, whatever you want to call it, was quote unquote leaking, you know, text messages out to other bloggers and content creators and on Twitter, trying to get the story out there that these alleged text messages exist where Lisa Rinna is calling Kathy Hilton a white supremacist. She's saying that she said the N-word. She said she's using Garcella's cover, like all of these things. So I think I'm going to give the fan the benefit of the doubt that the fan doesn't understand that the whole Aspen situation because it went so dark, has to be conflated into one issue. Lisa Rinna is lying and exaggerating. So sure, we may call into question, Kathy's the level of meltdown she did, saying things about Kyle and all this, that, and the third. But to me, when I really talk about the fact that Lisa Rinna was lying on Kathy, I conflate all of it. To me, it's the homophobic stuff. To me, it's the N-word stuff. To me, it's the Kathy meltdown against her sister and all the girls and NBC and all this stuff. Like, I conflate all of it because she went so dark with it that I can't separate the two. So the fact that she would allegedly lie and say that Kathy said the N-word in this homophobic rant inherently negates anything she's saying that happened in Aspen with Kathy's meltdown. So I don't know if this fan is aware of the racist and the homophobic stuff, and she's only talking about, the sister stuff. To me, miss me with the sister stuff. Like, I don't think anybody's denying the fact that Kathy Hilton probably popped off about Kyle. And she probably popped off about the other women because the other women were being disrespectful too. Even Garcelle, I love Garcelle, but we have to call a thing a thing. Garcelle was being low-key shady when it came to the tequila too. And Sutton. But Garcelle wants to promote the Real, her show The Real, every single scene. So if we have to hear about Garcelle's The Real, then we need to be able to hear about Kathy's tequila. And you know what I'm saying? So I'm not playing favorites. I'm just keeping it, even Steven at this point. So I'm just guessing the fan maybe is only talking about the Kathy Hilton sister stuff, but who cares about that? Also, I think it's a very dangerous thing to equate someone's parenting mistakes, mishaps, style, whatever you want to call it, to their overall character when it comes to homophobic stuff and racism. That's again why I'm trying to give this fan the benefit of the doubt, because yes, do I think it was horrible what happened to Paris? Yes, do I think it was wrong of our parents to do that? But I also think that if we're being honest, and again, I'm not just giving Kathy Hilton some blanket pass, like not by any means, because I think it was wrong. I think it was 100% wrong. But I don't think it logically makes sense to say that a parent made a mistake while they were parenting their child to, now she must have had some epic meltdown in Aspen. Like, make sense, fan. Like, that to me didn't make any sense. Like, you're talking about parents who thought their kids was going wayward, and they went overboard in the way that they were, trying to correct it. Again, they said they didn't know what was happening at the facility. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. But to me, I'm just kind of confused as how this fan is equating a parenting mistake that somebody made with their child, who clearly has made up with their child since Paris has been going at it 1,000% having her mother's back in this whole situation. So if Paris has been able to forgive her mother, and if Paris has been able to move on from it, then I'm confused as to how this fan is trying to equate a parenting mistake that I'm sure she probably deeply regrets to Lisa Rinna and Aspen. I don't know. That's the apples and oranges to me. So I don't know what the fan is trying to say or talk about. Now, Lisa Rinna, again, you're delusional. With the post about the coolest thing to get canceled for is speaking the truth. You're not speaking the truth. Like, it's already been debunked that you pretty much lied about the N-word. You lied about the homophobic stuff. You pretty much lied on the extent of Kathy's quote unquote meltdown. And to be honest with you, if Kathy did every single thing you said she did in Aspen, I'm not talking about the racist and homophobic stuff, I'm talking about the other stuff. If she, said she was going to destroy Kyle, if she read the other girls for filth, if she broke her own glasses, if she pounded against the walls, I don't care. I don't care. That's the whole point. Nothing you said, Lisa, about Kathy's meltdown is exposing her, is salacious, is so dramatic. Like, to be perfectly honest, I just don't care. You've done worse for less. You smashed a wine glass and had a glass shard in your hand. You were about to go over there and strangle Kim Richards. You sent her a text message saying that you would effing kill her. You went off the deep end. So Lisa Rinna, you've done more. You told Sutton to get the F out of your house. You admit to lying on Garcelle and your husband. So Lisa, you've done worse for less. And another reason why I think you're lying, Lisa Rinna, is because, again, you're too what we call in the business, and you should know this since you used to be an actress, it's too on the nose. It's too on the nose. The fact that you're now claiming that Kathy said something about taking down Bravo and taking down NBC, which again was never included in the original text messages to Erica. Now it's just new information you're choosing to share with us. It's too on the nose. Because are you saying that because everything has come out that Bravo is mad at you and NBC is mad at you and NBC allegedly was doing an internal investigation into you and your poor behavior? Now all of a sudden you want to add Bravo and NBC to the mix, but before you never said she said anything about NBC or Bravo. You only said she said something about Kyle and she checked the other women. But now it's NBC and now it's Bravo. It's too on the nose. Because we've been talking about for the last couple weeks, we've all been reporting on the fact that Bravo's done with you and they're mad at you, and the fact that NBC was investigating you. Now, all of a sudden, Kathy said she was going to take down Bravo and NBC. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Just let it go, Lisa Rinna. Have a shred of dignity and just stop. Take your pause and just let it go, sweetheart. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you agree with the fan? Do you think, no, Kathy Hilton, she put her own child in this, rehab boot camp place. She's evil, she's evil, she's evil. She must have done all these crazy things Lisa Rinna is saying. Do you think the fan is not understanding the fact that what we're talking about is really the bigger picture of the implications of what Lisa Rinna said? It's really more about the racism and the homophobic stuff, the whole Kyle and clapping back at the girls. We don't really care about that. Do you think the fan just maybe doesn't understand that component of what we're actually talking about and why Lisa Rinna should actually be canceled? Because she's using, groups of people. She's using these buzzwords. She's using these trigger words to try and take down Kathy Hilton. Like, to me, that's why Lisa is really in this situation to be canceled. Like, don't use, racism and what, minorities and have to go through as sort of, your silver, your way to get back at Kathy, That to me is why she should be canceled. Don't use the LGBTQIA community. Don't exploit minorities. Don't exploit, the gay community for this. That is the actual essence of the problem. And that's why we're pissed off. And that's why we want to cancel Lisa Rinna. This whole Kathy going after Kyle and Kyle going after Kathy mess, like the fan said, that's been going on for decades. That's literally nothing new. Who cares? That literally is a nothing burger. I don't care. Like, to be perfectly honest, I don't care if Kathy did jump on her glasses. Do I think she did that? No. Do I think she was banging on stuff? No. Do I think she read Kyle for filth? Yes. Do I think she read the other woman for filth? Yes. And I'm kind of sad they didn't get it on camera because I would have loved to see it. I would have lived. I would have lived for it. But even if she did those things, again, I don't think she did. Who cares? Kyle is extremely unlikable. Lisa Rinna is extremely unlikable. It is what it is. But you guys put it down below, and I want to know what you guys think on this subject. Let a girl know. But before you do, you know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share with a friend, because a kiki is always better with community. And don't forget to shop the Love Collection and check out the description box. I love you guys. Mwah. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!